Oh, hey. Just admiring the great graphics, the idea behind the wrapped van, the ABR Roadshow, even the marketing and branding of Matt Plapp of America's Best Restaurants. And it got me thinking, who the hell does all this stuff? And I think it's David Schlotter, our marketing director. So I don't know where he's at. He's supposedly here somewhere. We moved the ping pong table downstairs for the Christmas party this weekend. Let's go see if we can find him down there.
Make it look like Usain Bolt.
Yep. Okay, we haven't found David yet, but you know what, real quick, I gotta work out. So let's come in here, let's do some sets of benchmarks, and then we'll go. There we go. I'm basically ripped now. Let's go see if we can find him upstairs. Dude, headlights are on the van. I think the guy's in the van. It's in his mobile office. Like, sometimes it's tough. Like, we have to literally book his flights and have somebody take him to the airport. What are you guys doing?
ABR.
Okay, so my man D. Schlotter, 2018, you came to a restaurant marketing seminar down here in Cincinnati right after you had graduated high school.
Yeah, I had to have a chaperone.
Had to have a chaperone. Soon after that, about a year later, you joined the team.
It was part-time in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was just a freelance gig.
And you were actually Max,
Yeah.
behind the camera filming me. Then you evolved. Now you're in charge of a bunch of people. What do you have? You got the
About 15 total.
15 people with the ABR Roadshow, with America's Best Restaurants Marketing.
Editors.
This crazy
Press
guy over
releases.
here. You got Peter,
Yeah.
my man P. Glenn.
He was just in the van, I don't know.
Oh, you didn't find him?
He called me and was like,
So let's do
come
this.
out to the van.
Let's
I
do
was like,
this.
"Okay."
Pull up an episode that you guys were watching. Let's check
Yeah.
it out. Hold on, don't put it on these big nuts. No, seriously. The book somebody gave us called These Big. Get your mind out of the
We
gutter.
need a candle.
Yeah, let's
we should
go.
light a candle in here.
Okay, so what do you got?
All right,
What
so
do you
this-
do? What do you do here?
So,
Because I'm just trying to justify your existence at this point. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
so this is King's Tavern. This is a restaurant actually right outside of Philadelphia.
Okay. This is the one with the
and-
giant steaks.
Yes, yeah, 42 ounce ribeye. I think it's bone in too. So this is an episode of America's Best Restaurants, and basically the process is, well, I'll back up a second because initially I was editing these, and
You were filming them too.
I was filming and editing. We were on the road. I don't know how many months was it.
3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months.
8 to 10
8 to 10
episodes a
episodes
day,
a
5
day.
days a week.
Filming all of them, and it got to the point where it's like, there's no way that we can scale with me filming and editing. So Austin was already part of the team, I believe.
Austin and Ryan came on board.
Yeah, so they started part-time videographers, splitting their time with calling on the sales team and then rotating on the road filming, and we grew a team of editors that now handle the editing. So the teams on the road, they film, come back to the office in that closet over there, dump their SD cards, we upload it all, and then the editing team takes over and edits the videos. And what makes it successful is that we have a successful formula for each video that we're able to follow. It's not different every time, it's very structured, and the restaurant's different, the food's different, but the show, it's a show. So each one's unique in their own way, but from an editing standpoint, it's a very structured video that makes it successful on all of the restaurants' Facebook pages.
To sum that up, you helped us develop the flow of what we film, how we film it, how we light it, and it's formatted. It's in 4K. It's formatted for this, but you help us pump out. We're approaching 800 episodes by the end of this year in 18 months. But then the other side of it is you help market the restaurant, the company, the restaurant marketing company.
Yeah, and you.
And me.
As a public figure. So
that should be an honor.
It is. It's exciting. And it's cool because for me, I mean, you get a job anywhere and you don't have freedom. It's like, hey, this is what we've done for so many years. I mean, me, Peter, and Max were just having a conversation on things that we want to change in December because we see some flaws in the current process and we want to change that, make it more efficient. And it's not the content, it's our flow on the back end.
So I'm amazing.
Oh yeah, you're the rock star, you're the star of the show, you're doing great. But what happens after you're on camera, there's just little things that need to be tweaked, and that's growing pains, and that's taking it to the next level. Like, we could survive doing what we're doing right now, but what's the fun in that?
Well, here's the cool part about it too, and this is a lesson for everybody out there, is that Billie Jean Shaw from Billie Jean's Marketing told me for 3 years, hire a video guy, hire a video guy, hire a video guy. I never would. It was always me on my phone, doing cell phone storytelling, walking around different restaurants, different shows. And then I eventually came to the conclusion that I needed to upgrade my quality, came to you. And then on top of that, I realized I needed to practice what I preached, which was invest in growth. A lot of businesses aren't investing in their growth. I just got off a call with a restaurant in Owensboro, Kentucky, and I met the lady. Ironically, I'm speaking at the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Show a few weeks ago. There's 3 people in the crowd from Kentucky. I thought they were messing with me. She's like, no, I'm from Owensboro. I'm like, what? She's like, well, I used to live down here. I'm moving out of here. I'm going to run my family restaurant. Well, we're on a call because they want marketing help.
Okay.
And I said, what do you hope to gain out of this? I said, what are you looking for? Because I always want to make sure like if it's a good fit for us.
Yeah.
And her mom's comment, and even her after the mom said it, was, we're looking for that next step. Like we realize we can't do it all. Yep. Who's going to help us do this at a high level? And we believe that's possibly you. And that's really cool to hear from restaurants because that's what they need to be doing, but also you got to practice your preach. And I, for a long time, was a one-man wrecking crew on marketing.
Yeah.
And now it's gone from where it was me and you, to now me, you, and Max, and Peter, and Varen, and Connor,
Chad.
Yep. There's a couple people overseas, and then Suzanne,
Becky.
PR, Becky.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's all these people that are marketing us to find more of you, and you're the man leading that charge. And here's the cool part about you that you haven't said yet. You're 22, and your mom is on your team. Yeah. So you're your mom's boss.
It's a casual thing.
And she's coming down tomorrow for the Christmas party.
Saturday. She'll
Be down this weekend. Yeah. So we'll have to get a little clip for her for this.
Yeah.
Because I remember when she applied, and she applied for 2 different positions. And she said, which one, what's the difference here? And I told her the difference. She's like, I choose David's team. And I'm like, so you're cool with your 22-year-old son being your boss? And she's like, I love it.
I'll say this, and I hope we do get to film her because I'm curious what she'll have to say. But it's a cool dynamic. I'm based right outside of Philadelphia. This is Kentucky. It's a 9-hour drive, 2-hour flight. It's not always the easiest to get to town. I do come pretty often, and I'd love to come more. But
that's what she said.
It's cool to have someone, like I still live at home. I'm not ashamed of that at all. It's
and you
awesome.
stole the garage.
I did, yeah. We built a wall in the middle of the garage.
The garage is your office.
But it's cool having someone at home that I can go talk to that actually understands what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because for so long, my parents, they would always ask, like, how's work? What are you working on? And they would never understand it. And now, as I've been teaching my mom and growing her into her position, because she didn't have too much experience in exactly what she's doing, but she's a great learner and she listens and she wants to be better. So as I've taught her and grown her into the position that she's in, it's cool that now I can have a conversation with her. She knows what's going on. She understands. It's not
she's
like,
sharp.
It's nothing, I would never, like, it's not like, oh, Mom, you would never understand, like it was a year ago or months ago. And now it's, it's a conversation and it's cool. And it's like, it's also really cool that we have a division between like mom and son and, boss and coworker or whatever. And it doesn't affect us. Yeah. I mean, it's really cool because I admire the relationship that you have with your dad. Yep. And it's the same thing that my mom and I now have is, you may get frustrated in the moment with a work thing, but then 10 minutes later, you're talking about a memory that you had from, years ago. It's a really cool dynamic.
Man, what's cool for me, I remember when I was interviewing her, and this is a good point for people, all the businesses out there saying that nobody wants to work. Well, they don't want to work for you because they haven't been attracted to your culture and what you put out there. And a lot of content like this is created with a purpose to showcase the culture, showcase the fun we have, the environment, the camaraderie within the company. But your mom had been watching that from afar, and
just to follow me.
Yeah, just to follow you. Yeah. But when she saw an opportunity, she's like, that looks fun. I remember we're talking on the phone, and this is no shit when I told her. She goes, okay, so these 2 positions, I'm having a conversation. I really like what she was doing, and liked her vibe. And then she said, what's the difference between these 2 positions? And one was in sales, and one was in marketing with you. I said, well, the sales one, you've got my foot up your ass probably more than you would like, because I run fast and hard, and I expect everybody to keep up, and I want our team to get the word out. Yep. I said, on the other side, you're working on an account management standpoint and helping build relationships with our restaurant clients and helping them do some really cool stuff. And you're working underneath David to make sure that it happens correctly with the roadshow. And she's like, I like David a lot better than you and your foot. And I'm like, here we go. And so she hopped on your team. What was really cool for me was the comfort level of it was that thing we struggle with remote employees is how do you train them?
Yeah.
Because they're not here all the time. Scott Douglas, who I did a What the Hell Do You Do when he's in town here with the Christmas party. He's in Canada, but he's only been here, this is his second time, but he's so good at what he does that he was easy. A lot of people that are brand new, it's tough.
Yeah.
And I was like, for me, the comfort part was like, that's so cool because you live at home.
Yep.
Your mom and you are right there, that you work in the same place. You got your office, she's in this room, you're in this room, but you can train her.
Yep.
And the stuff she's done, I mean, it's been what, 3-4 months?
August.
So
Yeah.
August, September, October, November, 4 months. She's a 10 on a scale of a 10.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool to see.
We call our kitchen the cafeteria because we like meet in the middle to go have lunch every day. But the cool thing too is
and
say
dinner at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because if I try and call this
Oh,
guy
yeah,
at
I
like
don't
6:01,
Yeah.
no answer.
Yep.
It's like he's 80, he eats at 6 every night.
Well, I eat with my parents.
I know,
They're
I
getting
got
up
you,
there.
I got you.
But account management, she's not only account management. I mean, she does do a lot of account management things, but
Oh, she's pushing out marketing campaigns?
She does a lot of the deliverables for the roadshow, which is cool because as it turns more into, from what I would see in the future, is it turning more into an actual account management role. She'll have such a deep understanding that as we grow a deliverable team and she goes into more of an account management role and managing those relationships, she'll know exactly what she needs to know as that goes. But
Pretty cool. 22 years old, 15 people under him, started as a part-time Max who's behind the camera. So Max, that means you got big shoes to fill. You got like 2.5 years, you got 15 people under you.
What size shoes you got?
I think 12 and a half.
12 and a half, that's all we got. America's Best Restaurants. What the hell do you do here? D. Schlotter, MP, we're out.
Let's play ping pong.